Y'all hear the title. Y'all hear the title, right? The title is Breaking News. Carmelo Anthony is innocent. The other twin is responsible for his brother's passing. Y'all saw the title now. Okay? You said, what you mean, other twin? I'm about to get into it. Breaking news. Carmelo Anthony is innocent. The other twin actually did it, and they threw the knife in the trash. Okay? Look, don't put LOL. Don't put LOL. Hold up. Let me be serious. I don't know how people do this with a straight face. I don't know how people do this with a straight face. Breaking news. Y'all saw the title. Carmelo Anthony is innocent. The other twin did it. And also breaking news, the autopsy is out, and it showed the twin had all types of stuff in the system. I can't make this up, yo. This is what these content creators are saying now. How can you say this with a straight face? There's a lady live right now, Lakeisha, Keisha, whatever her name is, yo. I'm saying names now. Because she just said it. I don't look at these other content creators because they're just so negative. She's like, they're so negative. Well, I guess she said they're so negative when it comes to Carmelo. Maybe I am negative. Okay? How can you guys say that with a straight face? That the other twin did it. And then that's why the dude went to the trash to throw the knife away. And then they're saying that the knife had the twins' initials on it, man. How can people say that? How can you see? I tried to say the title and I couldn't even have a straight face. Yeah, they're saying that. Why are they saying that? Like, that's a lie. I just made a whole video showing you how Carmelo did it. And then they're saying that, no, he didn't do it. He did do it. He said he did it. He said it's not alleged. Didn't the officer say, I'm here with the alleged suspect? And Carmelo said, I know how this goes. It's not alleged. I did it. Didn't he say that? So what are y'all talking about, man? Listen, you guys don't even have an understanding of the force to pull Jedi mind tricks. Y'all do not. You guys do not have an understanding of the force to try to pull Jedi mind tricks on people. You guys are looking crazy. You guys are looking crazy right now. Okay? In the comments, you should see the comments I got. Oh, Max, you don't know what's your, and then somebody says something, oh, I see why you agree. He said, I'm not surprised that you agree with Stephen A. Smith and all this right here. I don't know what the person trying to say, insinuate. Oh, I don't see why you're doing this with Stephen A. Smith and all this type of stuff. And, this thing right here and, all this. And I'm like, what are they talking about in the comment section? What are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they talking about, bro? Now they saying that Carmelo twin, Austin Hunter did it. They said Hunter did it, man. They said the dude afterwards he threw the knife in the trash. Okay, and the knife allegedly had no, it ain't no alleged. The knife had the twin initials on it, man. That's what they're saying. And then they saying the autopsy is out, right? But the person on Instagram that made that lie up, she took her comments off, so people like me can't comment on her ish. Okay, can't call her. So these people crazy, dog. I'm just telling you right now, we live in a world with a bunch of crazy people, yo. There's some crazy people out here, and they got content creators, and they getting a lot of fucking views. Maybe I got to start lying. Yeah, Hunter did it, man. Hunter did it, bro. Hunter did it, man. Y'all believe me? Did you see the guy? He go to the trash and he threw. I don't. First of all, you cannot convince me that kid didn't throw something in the trash. There's crazy people on both sides of the fence though. People that's pro Carmelo, they're real crazy, and the people that's pro Austin, they're crazy too. They're crazy too, man. There's really not too many people in the middle. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the middle, you represent a small percentage. These people crazy out here. I'm talking about the content creators. They are crazy, yo. Straight crazy is cat-ish. They crazy, yo. That's one thing I can tell you. How are you gonna sit up here and say that the autopsy was leaked and it did not leak? You guys are crazy. Okay? You guys are insane. I just want to say that. You guys are 100% with no preservatives added. You guys are insane. With no preservatives added. No additives, nothing. You guys are crazy. Okay? Craziness. I hope all y'all pages get taken down. That's what I hope, yo. I hope so. Carmelo admitted to doing it. What the hell is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all, man? What is wrong? You hear me? I'm hitting you upside the head. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Some of these people got kids too. That's the sad part. Some of these people, some guy sat down and laid with some of these people and procreated. Sat down and laid with some of these people. These people crazy. Straight up, straight crazy. He said he did it. Okay? He said he did it. He said it's not alleged. I did it. I know how this goes. And he said I told him to keep his hands off me. He didn't say them. And you guys are you. I'm gonna start calling names. That girl Lakeisha, Keisha, whatever her name is, she's insane, in my opinion. Straight up and down. Actually the next video I'm gonna put her name in the title. I'm gonna put her name. I'm gonna put everybody's name in the title next time. I'm gonna call people out this time. Your name is going in the title. I forgot to do it this time. I can't even pronounce. I can't even spell her damn name, yo. Okay, I can't even do it. You're crazy. It's insane to say that this kid isn't. This kid is not innocent. He's not. While y'all sitting up there talking from here to next Friday, he's still gonna be the same. You said, hold on, let me see. They can demand that he be released all they want. He ain't getting released. He gonna be released to the chow hall. That's where he get released to. When that gate open, his cell open, he can go to the chow hall. Okay, he gonna have to do that for at least the next 17 years. Every time he wake up, he go to the chow hall or go to work. They gonna have a job for him for the next 17 years. But one thing I can say, when he do get out, he at least gonna still have his life when he gets out. The world is gonna be a different place when he gets out, but he's still gonna have his life. Guys, I'm beginning to think like YouTube. It's something up with these people. They promote this shit. Do y'all know that? They promote it. It's something up with that, yo. How can people say it with a straight face, man? When he admitted to doing it, even the birds saying that. You hear them? Yeah, even they saying y'all crazy. Facts, y'all. They saying y'all crazy. How did the brother stab his own brother, man? Then they saying the kid was on math and all this type of stuff, and y'all crazy, bro. Y'all really are. Straight up crazy. Y'all crazy. That's the only thing I can say, guys. People are just crazy, bro. Now what are you saying? Let me see. They're not looking at that right now. You talking about in the appeals? They're not looking at the jury right now. That might come later on in the appeals, or maybe they'll bring it up. That's usually later on they'll bring up what happened with the jury. Yo, I'm gonna tell you this right here. Even if he had some black people on the jury, he still would have been found guilty. I'm dead serious. If I was on that jury, if I was the jury for a poor person, y'all gonna get mad with this. Y'all ready? Let me know when y'all ready. Y'all gonna get mad with this one. If I was on the jury, I would tell the jury, listen, all right, we deliberating. All right, let's go around. Let's do a poll. Everybody's voting guilty for murder one. Let's do that now. And we're going to see if we got to continue forward. So let's say if I get the cards back and everybody voted guilty in murder one. Okay, guys, we're not going to fill this out until after we eat lunch. Okay? We ain't even got to talk about it no further. Since everybody think he's guilty, we ain't got to talk about it. You say murder one, everybody unanimous for murder one. Let's get some free lunch out these people. After lunch, then we'll give the verdict. Okay? I will say guilty, murder one. You know why? Because he told the dude to come over here if you want to and put his hand in his bag. That's murder one. And number two, since the jury sentenced due to sentencing, he would have got more than 35 years. 35 is not enough. Okay? 35 is not enough. I would have gave him 65. He would have got 65 years or maybe 70. Maybe 70. Maybe 90. He might have got life with me. So you lucky I'm not on there. So you lucky I wasn't, because 35 is not enough. That's the only thing we would have took time on, because he would have got more than 35. Well, Max, how much you think he should get? At least 70. At least. Okay? He ain't gonna come out of jail until he's an old ass man. Because that kid can't come back. His life is gone. So why should he come out and have a chance to live a full life? No. He getting 85 years, yo. We sentenced him to 85 years. Y'all really would have fell out. They like, damn, Max, why not 99? Because it's 5 to 99. Actually, I would have gave him life. The sentence was 5 to 99 years or life. I would have gave him life. He would have got life. He would have got life. So everybody worried about 35 years. You lucky I'm not on the jury, and I'm quote unquote black as this t-shirt. I'm black. See the t-shirt? I'm black. Okay? I don't care about Eddie. Okay? Eddie didn't tell him to pull out that knife and be a punk. Okay? I'm just feeling he went right through the chest, dog. I'm just thinking of the bone right here. He went right through the bone, right to the heart, dog. That kid suffered. The one that died, he suffered. So Carmelo, I would have sentenced him to life. 35 is not enough time, bro. He didn't get enough time. Carmelo didn't get enough time in jail. He should have got 100. He should have got life. What the hell the jury talking about 35 years? No, life. He should have got life. He should have got life. And if he was 18, he would have got the death penalty. That's how strongly I feel about it. Because of the fact of the matter is, that kid had no chance. Look, if somebody grab you like this, and if I grab you like this, that gives you the right to stab me in the chest. That gives you, so what y'all saying is, I grab somebody and they stab me in the chest. I don't even have a chance to let go. That's what y'all saying? The twin didn't even have a chance to let go. And he stabbed the ring. That is a punk. I'm sorry to tell y'all that. He's a 100% with no preservatives added, a little punk. He was an entitled punk. then he deserves life in prison. I'm sorry. He deserves life. 35 years is not enough time. He needs life. He should not be able to come out here and enjoy his life when he can. When that twin can't come back. So he needs life. You better be glad I wasn't on the jury. Because then what y'all gonna say then? Oh, what y'all probably would have said was, he wasn't FBA. He wasn't foundational Black American. Then what am I then? My whole family come from the United States. My whole generation. So what am I? If I'm not foundational, what am I then? Huh? What am I? Brazilian? I'm from Brazil? No, I'm from here. You know what I'm saying? So if I grab you, you won't even give me a chance to let go. Since when has a grab is justified for a stabbing in the heart? This world is getting really, really crazy, and they're allowing it. They are allowing crazy stuff to go on. They're allowing people to lie. There was a guy just recently in Newark, New Jersey. He ran over two older ladies. They were crossing the intersection. The only thing with them is, I see people doing this out here all the time. They cross without looking both ways. They weren't looking when they crossed. If they had looked to their left, they would have saw that car speeding. They would have saw it. People out here all the time, I see them. It's like they're in a zone. They're zombies. They literally walking across the street, not even looking, not even looking. You know how like I'm sitting here parked right now. There's somebody almost hit me in the parking lot. This big ass parking lot. They almost hit me. I had to blow my car horn. People are zombies out here, man. How are you gonna walk in the intersection and not look both ways? I'm not saying it's their fault. They died. It's his fault. But they found him though. He got arrested. He gone for the rest of his life. He's gone. But you guys are okay with somebody getting stabbed just for grabbing somebody. He didn't hit Carmelo. He grabbed him, and then he gets a stab right in the heart, bro. He actually suffered. He actually suffered. I could see if it was like blink, his life is gone. Blink. He didn't feel nothing. No, he felt it. He suffered for that minute and a half. He suffered. And this old punk ass kid, you know what I'm saying? You guys sitting up here capping for it. And I'm like Stephen A. Smith. You guys ain't talking about them people that got shot in Chicago on Juneteenth. You ain't talking about that. Why not? Why you ain't talking about that? All these people got shot for no reason. Well, some of them probably got shot for a reason, though. It's probably a reason why people got shot. Some of them. I don't understand it. A kid grabs somebody, and then the kid take out his knife and jab him in the heart. He was a cold dude, and he deserves life in prison. He does. He deserves life in prison. He deserves life in prison, bro. He deserves life in freaking prison. 35 years not enough. They got it wrong. That's the only thing I disagree with the jury about. 35 years, man. Come on, man. 35 years. He's eligible for parole in 17. That's not enough. I don't even want manslaughter here. You know why? I thought about it because he reached in his bag and said, "Come over here and touch me if you want to." That's murder one. It's murder one. It's not Carmelo's parents' fault, so don't blame them. You can only raise your kids as best you can, and they still have to go out and make decisions. He made a bad decision, and That's it. He made a bad decision. He's gonna go through the appeals, but he's not gonna win it. I can bet y'all money on that. He's not winning it. I bet you money on it. I can bet you money that he's not going to win. I can bet money on it. Money. I can bet money on it, bro. I can bet money on it, fam. Let me see what y'all saying. You said how much? I bet you $2,000 that he not winning nothing. I bet you two, because I know Texas. I bet you $2,000 he not winning. Them lawyers just got on it. Hey, if I was a lawyer, I would get on his case. Okay, I would out just because everybody talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So that's just what it is. Yo, I'm just thinking about it. What if it was mine? What if it was my family member that got stabbed like that? I would be mad. So what's right is right. The only reason why people capping for Carmelo because the kid was white. That's the only reason. And that's cool. That's cool. If Carmelo had stabbed somebody like me, y'all wouldn't even made a video on it. People wouldn't even care, yo. I know how this thing works. People are a bunch of avatars out here. Not avatars, bots. I would listen to this lady on TikTok, even though what she's saying is kind of far out there, because I don't want to believe what she's saying. She said there's a lot of bots walking around. She said NPCs. That's what she said. I don't believe that. I believe this. Everybody's human beings. I don't believe that, because once you start believing that, then you got a problem. If you start believing everybody out here is NPCs, you got a problem. People are not NPCs out here, bro. She's saying there's not that many humans on the planet. Most people you see as NPCs. That's not true. That's not true. But some people got NPC like mentalities. That I would say that. I couldn't get over the comments I received. I couldn't get over. Actually, I could. I could. I was waiting for it. Somebody said to me, "What's your motivation here to make a video?" That's my motivation, to make content, just like everybody else. It's just that you don't like mine. You know, I find that the real people, man, you don't hear about the real people. Only the fakes. They get thousands of views on the shit. That's only the fakes. I'm convinced of that now. Because this lady live right now lying. Right now. She said, I don't listen to the other videos because they're negative on Carmelo. You damn right I'm not being negative, I'm being real. He shouldn't have did that. When are we gonna have some fucking accountability here, man? For him. He need to be held accountable. And he already is being held accountable. He's doing a 35, right? That's it. Coming up with these lies. Talking about the twin stabbed his own twin. Hunter. Somehow Hunter stabbed his own. Y'all crazy. Now that's NPC like behavior. I'm gonna keep giving my thank you. I'm gonna keep giving my perspective because these people crazy. These people crazy, man. I'm embarrassed though. I'm ashamed of my own race. I'm just messing with you. I ain't get that bad yet. I didn't get that bad yet. I ain't get that bad yet. I ain't that bad yet. I'm not that bad. I'm not there yet. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm not there yet. Give me till Saturday. I might be. Maybe Saturday. Let me ask you a question. Like, be real with me. If I grab you, I'm not supposed to touch you. That's correct. But that give you the right to stab me in the chest? Where they do this at? Where do they do these things at? Where does kid mentality come from, man? He's a punk. Let's just say it. He's a punk. He better be lucky I'm not in jail with him. He'd be washing my clothes. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I won't target him. You ever see them scared straight videos? The new ones, not the old one from the '70s. The new ones. There's some really crazy kids out here, man. There's some really crazy kids out here, bro. Craziness. I want to stay out of their way, and I want to stay out of the people way that's trying to justify it. You said this make black folks look so damn bad, and it's sad. No, not all of us are capping for Carmelo. Not all of us are taking up for him. But the people that's getting tons of views, they taking up for him. I'm like, what the man? I don't care if you guys think that the system set him up. Fuck it, let them set him up, yo. I hope they did. Let them set him up because he shouldn't have did it. I do agree that everybody should get a fair trial. I do agree with that. And miss me with that. People saying no, it's another video out there. People soft. Miss me with all that. Miss me with it. Then they trying to say that they use content aware. That's what people are saying now. If y'all don't know what content aware is, and content deletion, that's an editing thing on that you can do, especially on Adobe Premiere Pro. Like for example, I could take a video of you guys standing in the parking lot, right? I can delete y'all from the video and just make it only one person. I could do that easily. That's what they saying happened. They deleted the fight. They deleted him getting jumped, yo. Even though he didn't say he got jumped. Wouldn't you think that's the first thing he'll say to the police? That they were jumping on him? Wouldn't you think that that's the first thing they would say? He would say to the police, because that would have helped them. Yeah, they were jumping on me, and I had to get one of them to get him off me. I just swung the knife. You know what? If he was getting jumped, the best thing he could say is, "I had to do it because they were jumping on me. They were jumping on me, so I had to do what I had to do." You know what I'm saying? Then I would give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, it messed up that somebody died, but y'all jumped him. I would say that. I would say that. I promise you, I would say that. But he didn't say that to the police. What did he forgot? He got jumped. Then you know what somebody said? Yeah, it happened so fast he didn't even realize it. Okay, you trying to put words in his mouth, and he the one did it. He said he know how this go. It ain't alleged. I did it. That's what he said. He said it's not alleged. And then he gonna have this old fool. Okay, gonna have the nerve to say to the female police officer, "Was it? You think it was self defense?" She said, "I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't witness it." What a fool, yo. He didn't even have the sense enough to keep his mouth shut. And everybody keep talking about his lawyer. His lawyer couldn't defend him. You can't defend that. You can't. Of course, it's gonna look like it's not in his favor because you can't defend that. That's something that you plea out on. You take a plea deal. You take a plea deal. Hopefully, the judge will give you manslaughter and give you 10 years. That's what you're supposed to do. Touch me and see what happens with his hand in his bag. That's murder one. You said Hunter said in 2 interviews Austin grabbed his bag. So how does that stabbing go down? He grabbed his bag and pushed him, and he had that knife in his hand. He had the knife in his hand in the bag. So he can grab the bag all he wants to. That his hand is gripped on that knife. He said it. He said it's not self-defense. I did it. It's not alleged. I know how this go. He being a smart ass. He know how this go. No, he don't know how this go. He don't know how Texas get down. Well, see, the thing is, yeah, the footage is blurry. I agree. The footage is blurry, but he ain't get jumped. He did not get jumped. He would have said it, Rich. He would have said it. I got jumped. He would have said that to the police. I got jumped. That's the first thing I would have said to the police. They were jumping on me. They was everybody hitting on me, and I had to just swing it. I swung it. Actually, I wouldn't have said nothing. I would have just went to jail and talked to my lawyer. And as soon as I got a lawyer, I would have told him the story. I would have told him the story. I got jumped, and I couldn't do nothing else. They had me cornered. They were jumping me. Hits were coming from everywhere. I was in fear for my life, and I just swung it. That's it. And then at that point, more than likely, I would have pleaded out to manslaughter or reckless endangerment or whatever. I would have pleaded out. I still would have had to do time probably, but I would have, cause I caught a body. But I wouldn't have had 35 years. And maybe I would have got off if I had the right lawyer. Self defense. I don't reward punk behavior. I don't. I don't justify punk behavior. You said, hold up, let me see. You said one of his new Dream Team lawyers made a bad statement. What did he say? This is getting all the way bad for him. If he just made a bad statement, I would have still got time, even if they jumped me. More than likely, I would still had to do some time, but I would have pleaded out to maybe 5 or something like that. Because they did jump on me. If they jumped on me, that's better. That's better to defend, even with a plea deal. That's better to defend. I would have just had to accept my 3 hots in the cot for a while. But I think I could have beat it. Max, you take me on a roller coaster with these titles. That's what they're doing. They're lying. They're saying it with straight faces. No. Then they saying the autopsy was leaked. And the lady on Instagram that got all these views, she cut her comments off so we can't comment and say how crazy she is. So they know what they're doing. The next woman I date, right? You know what I'm gonna ask her? You know what I'm gonna ask? You believe Carmelo is innocent or you believe he's not guilty or guilty? If she say not guilty, all right, nice talking to you. Nice talking to you because your ass ain't got no goddamn common sense. No talk. Nice talking to you, baby. You ain't got no damn common sense, and I don't want to even sit up here with you. That's it. You gotta start asking these questions. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. They ain't my kinfolk. I tell you that much. They ain't my kinfolk. Tell you right now. Wait a minute. What's up, Christy? Christy off the hook. I knew Christy was gonna roll in here. She gonna roll in. I'm tired. I never thought I would say this. Even I got black fatigue. I got black fatigue. I got white fatigue. I got black fatigue. I got yellow fatigue. I'm tired. I got all type of fatigue. I got all type of fatigue. This dude gonna run these ladies over in Newark. He's speeding, knowing that he saw the ladies and hit them and killed them. I got all type of fatigue, yo. I got human fatigue. Hey, let me ask you guys a question. What is black fatigue? What is that? What does that mean? Anybody know? That means you tired of black folks. I'm tired of certain ones. I'm tired of people. That how about that? Can you say human fatigue? You said failure to read Miranda warnings. Or when they put him in the car, they didn't have to read him his Miranda rights when they detained him. Only when they get ready to lock him up, they can read him. So we didn't hear it read. Like if somebody detained me right now, they don't have to read me my Miranda rights because I'm not getting arrested. I'm getting detained. It's a difference. You can do what the YouTubers tell you to do. Are you detaining me or am I free to go? Are you detaining me or am I free to go? That didn't work with me. That only worked with some YouTubers. Shit, where I'm at, they like, we keeping you. What's up? You gonna keep your mouth shut or not? Yeah, nothing went in the trash. People just touch. Oh Lord, somebody walking, talking to himself. You hear? I don't know if y'all can hear it. He way down there too. Let me see this fool. Yeah, he looked crazy too. He looked crazy. He talking to himself, screaming and shit. Let me see where he walking to. I'm gonna keep my eye on him. Oh yeah, he crazy. Oh yeah, he crazy. Yo, he ready to crash out. Can y'all hear him? And he walked. Oh, he just threw some shit. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, he crazy though. He just threw some stuff. He like putting his hands up in the sky, yelling and stuff. Uh-oh. I'm gonna keep my eye on his ass because next thing I know, he'd be right at my car. He walking across the street. Yeah, he walking across the street. He look like he probably don't have a fifth already. Lord have mercy, people, man. Oh man. I'm just watching because this girl is walking across the street. I want to make sure she's all right. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to her. I was just watching to make sure she's all right. I know she was like, "What the hell?" But I was right here though. I would have got out this car. Yeah, I would have got out. But he probably harmless. He probably just having a little episode. Craziness. People crazy out here. I don't know if y'all heard him. Yeah, I had to watch real quick because this young lady, she works at the mall, and she just came got some lunch, and she was walking back by herself, and his old crazy ass sitting there yelling and stuff. That's why I was watching. I would have rolled right over there too. I would have rolled right over there and made sure she was all right. You never know who's watching you. You never know. You heard him, and he was way down, so he didn't know I was watching him. And I saw her walking. I said, I ain't watching. I'm gonna make sure that she get right where she's going. If not, I would have put the camera on and put it on my car so y'all could see it. He would have got some spoting on his ass. And I mean, if he had touched her, if he had touched her, I'd have put some spoting on him. I sure would have. I'd have went right in the trunk and put some spoting on him. He would have got some spoting on him today. As you could see how she was walking, she like kind of went to the side. I said, I'm right here. But he looked like he probably harmless. He just sitting up there yelling. He probably don't had a fifth. Probably don't had a fifth of liquor early and wilding out. It was one time I was sitting out here, right? These two crazy dudes walking past. He said, "Where is my car?" It was right here. He said, "Man, where your car at?" He said, "You ain't got no car." And he looking at me, "Where my car at? Where my car at?" I got right in the car. And then when he walked past, I'm just sitting there looking. I'm like, these people crazy out here. You never know what you're gonna see. I said, let me just get in that. You said Justin Moore's statement. He is pissed. You said everybody bring a sharp knife to attract me. Says nobody. They saying it was cleat sharpeners. I ain't never known you to use a knife to sharpen your cleats. Okay? I never known nobody to do that. Never known it. What's up, Medea? Medea, man, these people, you read my title? These people are saying that with a straight face. He's innocent. The twin did it. Now, here's the thing. If his lawyer said that whatever he said to the cop, actually, I'm in agreement with him. It shouldn't have been made public, to be honest with you. Well, actually, was it? No, it wasn't made public. That was the first time I saw that after the trial. But he's saying that the jury shouldn't have saw that because they didn't read him his rights yet. Well, the fact of the matter is the jury saw it. His lawyer didn't object to it. So maybe they'll take that up in the appeal. But now everybody saw it. So how he gonna get a fair trial if he have another trial? Everybody saw it now. I remember one time I was doing Lyft, right? I picked this lady up and her boyfriend or her husband. They had a baby in the car. I was waiting for them to set up the car seat, and he sat in the back with her and the baby. And they were I was dropping them off to court. This is in Richmond. I dropped them off to court, and he said, "Hey man, keep this. I can't bring this in with me." He gave me a blade, like a carpenter's blade. You know what I'm talking about? Like you push the button and it goes up. You like not push the button, but you use the button and bring it up. It's one of those kind of like blades. He said, I can't keep this, I can't bring this in court with me. You can have it. And that's the only time I had a blade on me in a while. I kept it in the car. And my question is, was Carmelo supposed to run that day? Anybody know? Yeah, box cutter. That's what it was, a box cutter. Was he supposed to run that day? Why was he there? Was he there to run track? Oh, you know what else somebody said? Guys, I got another one for you, another crazy one. Somebody said now Secret Service Sam and some people are saying that at the time, right, we know when Carmelo got there, he's trying to figure out who dropped him off. Did his dad drop him off or did his mother drop him off? Did somebody drop him off? Because he said that he claims that the cell phone tower ping showed his father circling the park. That's what he's saying. He's saying that he was circling the park. No, nah, he didn't say that. Another guy said that. He said he was circling the park, and they said when Carmelo was running, he may have been trying to get to his dad. They saying this was what they say. This is a hoax. They said this is a not a hoax. What do you call it? What do you call it? Not a hoax, but it's a what do you call them events that try to distract you? Yeah, I thought he drove himself. I thought he had a car. Yeah, psyop. You said that too, Shannon. A psyop. They're saying they think it's a psyop because if it's a psyop, that means Carmelo is not in prison. That means he's somewhere else. He's a crisis actor. That's what that means. Okay, that means he's not even in prison. This is just a psyop for us to be distracted. That's what they're saying. It's a psyop. That's what he's saying. He said because Carmelo's father was circling the park, his cell phone tower pinging Carmelo's father's cell phone. He was nearby, circling around. He kept circling the park. Now, where did they come up with that at, guys? Seriously, that was the best one yet. No, the best one they said. The twin Hunter made a mistake and stabbed his brother trying to get to Carmelo, right? And then Carmelo ran. He said Carmelo never. He said Carmelo hit him, but he didn't stab him. He said he hit him because he got grabbed and the twin tried to stab Carmelo, stabbed his brother, and then they said here get rid of the knife. So the dude went to the They said that's why the dude threw it in the trash, and then he said then he picked it up. He got in the trash and then dropped the knife somewhere else. People are crazy, yo. And they said the knife had their initials on it. That was the best one yet. That was the best story I've heard so far. That was the best one. And guess what? When the person was saying it, she was keeping a straight face when she was saying it. That was the best one yet, yo. That was the best one. Yeah, it's something that you get to clean your cleats. I never had none of that fancy stuff when I played football and ran track. Matter of fact, yo, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I ran track without cleats. That's how we did it. I didn't have cleats. I ran track with Jordans on, yo. I'm dead serious. I ran track with the Jordans on, yo. I got a pit. If you don't believe me, I have a football picture with Jordans on. Yep, I played football in Jordans. Straight up. I didn't have cleats. How you like them? I played back in the 90s. I ain't even have cleats, yo. I ran track with Jordans. How the hell you run track with Jordan? How would they allow that? They did. I ran track with Jordan. No, I didn't ran track with Jordan. I had New Balance on, but they weren't cleats though. Yeah, I played football my freshman and sophomore year with Jordan, Joe. Yeah, people smack their shoes together to get the dirt out. I played in Jordans. How you like that? And my coach, this is my freshman, he had the nerve to put me at center. He had the nerve, yo, to put me at center. He put me on the offensive line at first. And I told him I don't think I can play football no more. He said, "Wow, you got me on the offensive line. I'm sitting here getting my ass kicked." Yeah, they definitely ain't cleat cleaner. He had a straight knife. Now they may have found cleat cleaners in his bag. They may have found that, but he damn sure had a knife on him. Crazy fool. Crazy fool, man. No, I didn't have George made of football because I had regular Jordans on playing football. Regular Jordans. Yep. I had the cements on. You remember the original cements, but they came in not the cements one, the ones that came in all black. I had the all black joints on. Remember those? I got a picture of it too. I took a football with my Jordans on, and that's what I played in. All right, have a good one. My coach put me on the offensive line. Yo, he at first I said I can't do this. Every play is a fight. Every play until I learned what to do. I didn't know what to do at first because I never played center until I figured it out. Because the reason why I had my left hand was broken, so I used that as a battering ram. I sure did. I wrapped it up and used it as a battering ram, yo. Right in the middle where your chest, your shoulder pads, and your face mask meet. The ref never called it. My man was not getting to that quarterback. He was complaining the whole time. I said, "What the hell? I'm supposed to block you with one hand?" He said, "Yeah, but you hit me with it." All right, well, duck. Yeah, I think Carmelo drove there. He had a car, fam. It's just ridiculous how people are lying. Don't get me started on Willie D. Yeah, don't get me started on Willie D, man. Peace, family. Peace, family. No, even Willie D know the deal now because he had somebody on. He was like, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, he did admit to saying he stabbed him." The only thing he can count his lucky stars is that he didn't get life. At least he got an out date. Yeah, I saw the View, but a lady got. Wait. Yeah. When she got kicked off for talking about the father. Yeah, man, she lost her cool. Now you know you get kicked off, you lose your gig over this. You got to be crazy. What's gonna happen in July? Well, let me do it now. Let me reveal the complete story to you. What happened was they got into a pissing contest, and neither one of them could walk away. And the twin went up to him and grabbed him, and Carmelo stabbed him. That's it. He took the punk way out. It's all been revealed just now. I already told you it came out just now. See, Rich, you ask and you shall receive. So you got it. You just got the truth right there. All you had to do was ask, and you will get it. I told you. That's it. Yo, this one lady, yo, bro, I got another one for y'all. This lady made a video. She's supposed to be a remote viewer, or not a remote viewer. She talks to the spirit world, and she channeled Austin, and she's supposed to have been taught. Yo, I'm in the wrong bin. I need to become a remote viewer, yo. Guys, my next video, yo, if y'all stick around, the next video is gonna say I remote viewed the situation, and I'm gonna ask my spirit guides to tell me what happened. That's what's gonna be on the next video, bro. She got a lot of views, yo. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it the next video. And then this one lady be having the prongs. The prongs that move inward and outward. I'm gonna get some of those, yo. And how about that lady, that Brazilian lady? She mad now, and she didn't like my comment. She getting all these views, yo, and then she responded to me. That Brazilian lady. Look, she went viral on Instagram, right, and TikTok, and she responded to me. Say I pray for you. That's what she said. I said, you sitting up here lying, talking. I said, where the aliens at? You said the aliens are gonna be at the Brazil game in Miami. Yeah, she responded to me, Rich. Talking about I pray for you. I pray for you. But no, I pray for you for you sitting up here lying. Talking about she had a dream the aliens was coming. And then you know what she said? She getting sassy now with everybody, talking about, well, I predicted the earthquakes. So I was 2 out of 3, I was right. So, what are you gonna say about that? I was right about the earthquakes. No, she did not mention no damn earthquakes. She said the aliens was coming to abduct the players, and I was waiting for it. The only thing that happened was Vinicius Jr. scored 2 goals, yo. And it wasn't Paquetá. It was uh Cunha. Mathis Cunha. He scored a goal, and Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr. scored a goal. Cunha scored one. and Neymar got in for the first time in a while. That's the only thing that happened. And I said to her, I said that was funny. She's sitting up here lying, and I think she must have translated my comment because she speaks Portuguese. And then she said in Portuguese, "I pray for you," talking to me. And I got all these comments on my joint because she commented on mine. I said, "Damn!" Out of all these comments she got, she messing with me. The alien lady, the alien lady, man. I got a beef with the alien lady, y'all. The Brazilian alien lady. I told her I was waiting. I had my popcorn and everything. I told my mother, I said, "Hey, look, the alien's about to come." She said, "Where?" I said, "To the Brazil game." The lady said it. You said if an earthquake happens in Texas, Carmelo is innocent. Remember, I said it. No, that's because earthquakes is happening all over the world right now. So if one could happen in Texas. That was a bad earthquake that just happened. That was a bad earthquake. I know Carmelo guilty. He guilty is all out hell. He guilty as the government offing Marilyn Monroe, yo. TMZ got a documentary coming out. They offed her, yo. The government did because John F. Kennedy, his brother, was pillow talking to her. She was a fox. She was a fox back in her day. Marilyn Monroe. She was a fox. You hear me? Marilyn Monroe. You said alternate theory. Austin was stabbed after a drug deal that went bad, and then they dumped the work in the trash. I know. I heard that too. Yeah, Marilyn did know a lot of information. They were pillow talking to her. I don't believe she had an overdose. I believe somebody did it. Somebody did that to her, or they put the combination of pills in there so she can have a cocktail. They gave her the wrong pills. One way or the other, I believe they did it because they were pillow talking to her. You said who you with, man? These people, man. They saying it was a drug deal. Yeah, that I heard that was a good story too. They said it was a drug deal went bad. So why is Carmelo lying then, saying that it was self defense? It was a drug deal went bad. Yeah, they crazy. What was Carmelo in on the deal? That's what they trying to say. Was Carmelo in on the deal? Like what the hell? What happened? Yeah, yeah, you got the stuff. I don't care what nobody say. That somebody left a comment. No, Max, that kid didn't throw nothing in the trash. Yes, he did. He threw something in the trash. I was a listen. I was born during the day, but just not yesterday. He did throw something in the trash. I don't know what it was, but he went back and got it, whatever it was. Yeah, I don't know what he put in that garbage can. He could have threw the work away. And when I say that, people they got offended, saying, "Oh,
Why would you be stereotypical saying that he had drugs? I don't know what he threw. He threw something in. Look, after the situation went down, right? If you look at it closely, Austin fell all the way down the bleachers. If you see it, he fell all the way down. That's why it was commotion on the left side because he fell on people. He fell all the way down the bleachers. Either he fell or I don't know, he went down himself. I don't know. It looked like he fell down. So why would the dude leave at that point? So look, all that's going on, his ass go to the trash can. He throws something in the trash can, then he go back to where Austin then was, and just kind of like just kind of casually walk back. Okay, he threw something in that trash, yo. That's just, and I'm not trying to take up for Carmelo. I'm talking about the trash guy. He put something in that trash. Yeah, he went back and grabbed it, and they don't have no evidence of it. Yeah, they don't have no evidence of it. He went back. Yo, he had the trash. He damn near dumped the trash out. He had the trash going, his hand all in the trash. I'm like, what is going on here? And somebody filmed it. Somebody filmed it, or the situation. Somebody filmed it because when Carmelo was running, the dude is still filming where Austin and them was at. He was filming it. This case is crazy. It is crazy. It is. You said they wanted to fleece Johnson, Carmelo. No, not fleece Johnson. No, that's only in jail. He sure did. He put something in that trash, man. I don't know what he put in the trash, but he put something in that trash. Okay, let me watch. You said Max, watch again with a new eye. See if it looks plausible. People just touch the trash, getting stabilized, running on a slippery walk. Wait, hold on. What? Running on a slippery walkway. That's not what he did. He touched the trash, and then he went back. And then he went back to the trash and dumped it and like pulled the trash over with his hand in the trash. Now he put something in the trash, man. I'm street smart. I do see things with a different eye because I'm street smart. I can peep a situation before it happens. I can also peep when somebody's shisty. I can peep stuff before it happens. Yeah, he picked it back up. No, he dropped something in the trash. His hand went in the trash. I saw it. His hand went in the trash. I'm like, what is he doing with this trash? He probably dropped the work in there. Now, I know what you're saying. What work? I don't know. That's just what I'm assuming. He dropped the work in there. You said, why is Eddie had, I don't know if that was Eddie that had his phone out. And then Umar Johnson saying that Eddie is Carmelo's girlfriend, play cousin. What does that mean? Play cousin. I don't know what this is. What is this? His play cousin. Oh, they said it's his play cousin. Oh, let me say something to you guys real quick. If somebody come up to you, like if you're sitting in the car or you at a gas station and a couple people come up to you and offer you a pamphlet, don't take it. Now I know what you're saying, Max. Those are Jehovah's Witnesses. Not all of them are. They have some substance on it that can get into your skin. I think I rubbed on to something. Like what happened was I saw this happening to this girl or whatever, and I told her don't touch it. She picked it up. I walked over there. It's like my arm brushed on it. You should see how my arm look right now. I got a weird spot on my arm. The doctor said it's nothing. He said it's like an allergy, but came from that. I'm sitting there trying to warn her, and she no, it like the wind blew and it like hit my arm. Don't touch it though. It ain't nothing happened to her. Obviously, she touched it. It's a lot of craziness going on out here, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it. Look, one thing I can say about that video, it had a lot of things to unpack. There's a lot of things you can unpack. That's what I'm gonna do tonight. We're gonna unpack this video. I found something else out weird in the video too. There was something else involving the trash dude. Involving the trash. I call him the trash can dude. So when he dumped it in the trash, he started casually walking back to Austin and them like he ain't do nothing. I saw that. I don't know if that was Eddie recording. I really don't know if that was. Do you think that was Eddie recording? I don't know. But I know one thing. If Eddie talking about he don't know Carmelo like that, he was lying. That he was lying about. You don't have to know him your whole life, but you knew of him. You know him. I know. We can get a better picture on Google. That video was. It's almost like, bro. Out of all the technology we have now, the video look like that. I bet you if I try to do a caper right now, the video be clear as hell. That is me. Clear. I'll be hoping that the video is grainy. No, it's not. It's in 4K. My ass is right here getting caught. Yeah, my ass is getting caught. But yeah, man, I think that whatever the case is, I guess he'll wait and see in the appeal what he can do. It could have been an overlay that made it blurry. It could have been. It's almost like they put a Gaussian blur on it. It looks like that too. Hey, I'm with Shannon at this point. Shannon, if you still here, this is a psyop, yo. I'm with Shannon on this one. This got to be a psyop. This is a psyop. This is a psyop. You said all people need to do is pay attention, even if looking at it. Ray, what you saying, Ray? Let us know. Ray, what are you saying that we need to say? I'm not trying to be funny, but let us know. Because you said we need to pay attention to something. Like, let us know so I can know what to look for. Sent to prison faster than anybody in history. You mean he got his chain? He went up the chain. He caught the chain. That's what they call it. My cousin explained that. He said the reason is because it's a high profile case. They want him out of that jail. He said they can make it. They can make arrangements to do that. He said his paperwork was already ready before he was found guilty. Yeah, Ray. If you're seeing something, let us know what you're seeing. You said it's a psyop. Yeah, I'm with you, Shan. It's a psyop, yo. You said seeing the video, many say it wasn't no punching, it was just a shove. All right, so what are you saying? You know those cyber trucks? I don't like them cyber trucks. I'm just seeing one right now. Yeah, there were people in the tent, but they're making it like he was surrounded. They were already there before he got there. No, not everybody had the same last name as their husband. Oh, in the video, Hunter was sitting in front of Carmelo, and Eddie was sitting next to Carmelo. And the twin was kind of down a little bit. The other one that got killed, he was down a little bit. He had to walk up a little bit to get to Carmelo, but the other one was sitting in front of Carmelo. And after what's his name got stabbed, he fell. Yeah, that's what the guy said. That was in court. He took notes. He said that's what they said in court. He took notes on it. He said that the twin came up. No, the twins got there before Carmelo and sat down. No, he was not. He was no, he was not under the tent. The twins were under the tent before he got there. That's what was said in court. That they were sitting down before. I'm telling you, that's what was said in court though. Because watching the World 777 was in court. He wrote notes on it. You think they all lying? They could be all lie to set him up. But I tell you one thing: if he got set up, he got lined up real good. He said Carmelo was talking reckless. That's what Hunter said. He said he was talking reckless. And the fact that he said it like that, he got a little flavor to him. He said he was talking reckless. You see what I'm saying? He was talking reckless. That's how I would say it. Oh, he over there talking reckless. I believe him when he said that he was talking reckless. You don't just use that type of slang. You have to use it a certain. He used it a certain way. He was talking reckless. You said, what did Austin do to Carmelo to justify the stabbing? Absolutely nothing. Thank you. He said somebody's team by yourself. No, he saw Eddie over there. You said you believe Hunter, he was the one who started. Yo, them 15 people lying, fam. I'm dead ass. They lying. I'm dead ass. Them people lying, yo. Talking about he's sitting up there. They said he was in a headlock. You believe that? Did you see that in the video that he was in a headlock? Nope. They said he was in a headlock and they were teeing off on him. He was not in a headlock. Okay? That's what they saying. So I don't believe them. I know it's about to rain out here though. Hold on one second. I'm trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, this is I'm about to call it a day. This day is shut. I don't feel like doing nothing else. You said Hunter is choir. You said Hunter is choir T boy. T boy. Choir crossboy. I don't know what that means. Oh, choir boy. So y'all you trying to say that they put him in a headlock, That's what you trying to tell me. They put him in a headlock, fam. And they were teeing off on him. How come he didn't say that to the police? I'll wait. How come he didn't say that to the police, man? Or did they delete that? Did they delete that when he said that to the police? They deleted it. Because you know what somebody said? They deleted that part. I said they did? Yeah, man, they deleted that. So you saying the knife was his brother's? You said Max. Hunter said, "Who are you?" Carmelo said, "Nobody." You said, "We don't know Melo's side." Yes, we do. He said it. He said, "I told him to keep his hands off me, but he did." And I sat up there and did what I had to do, which was not justified. Y'all know damn well he didn't get jumped. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing. Y'all know he didn't get. Y'all talking reckless. Like how Hunter said it. Y'all talking reckless. Y'all know damn. Why y'all know y'all? Yo, seriously. Let me ask you a question. I'm on. What's up, Jake from State Farm? What's up, man? What's up, fam? Hey, listen. I don't never see Jake from State Farm. He only come here every now and then. What's up, Jake from State Farm? What's up with you, baby? We got Jake from State Farm in the house. Let me reset my YouTube. I'll be right back. Let me ask Rich something, yo. Rich, in your humble opinion, do you think Carmelo got jumped, fam? I'm asking Rich, no nobody else, yo. And also, I'm asking Jake from State Farm. I'm asking Rich, and I'm asking Jake from State Farm. Did Carmelo get jumped? If y'all say it, then I'll digress, yo. If y'all say that, I'll digress. I'm waiting on Rich, and I'm waiting on Jake from State Farm, man. Because Jake only come in every now and then. He ain't studying YouTube like that. He'll come in every now and then to say what's up. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm asking E Nice. Hold on a second. Let me see. I need another phone. I can't even see the damn. Let me see. And I'm asking E. Yo, E, I'm asking you too, bro. I'm only asking. I'm asking E. I'm asking Jake from State Farm and Rich. What's up? Did he get jumped or not? If y'all say it, I'll digress, yo. I don't think he got jumped. Okay. You said the boy. I'm asking E. I'm asking E Nice, man.
And I'm asking Rich. Jake already said no. I don't know. Let me see. I do. He could have been set up, yo. He could have been. That I can agree with. He could have been set up. How you gonna backdoor somebody and it end wrong? If they tried to backdoor him and end it wrong, yo. And see, Carmelo was like I'm gonna tell you something, yo. Carmelo stood out. You know why? He had some. He had the drip with him, yo. He's at a soccer event with a hoodie on that costs like $200, yo. And he had his own car. Let me tell you something. If you in high school and you got your own car, that means something. Cause I had a car in high school, and his girlfriend was pretty. Facts, facts. So he gonna have some haters, but they probably didn't like. Oh, look at this little fly. He was kind of, he was fly. You know what I'm saying? That's what we used to say back in the day. Your son is fly. You know what I'm saying? I was fly. You know what I'm saying? I was a little fly kid, yo, because I was the only child. My mother bought me a car, and I had nothing but Polo and Tommy Hilfiger, yo. Nothing but Polo and Tommy. All I wore was Polo and Tommy Hilfiger, yo. I was fly. You couldn't tell me I wasn't fly. You know what I'm saying? And my girlfriend was pretty. Is pretty. She looked the same too. She looked the same. Still looked the same. And she's pretty. And guess what I did? Guess what I did? I just hung with her. Straight up. I hung with her. That was about it. When I had my car, me and her used to go to the mall, all that type. I did all that type of stuff. I had a Benzie box and everything back in the day. That's some old school shit. You have a Benzie box. The radio pull out. Then I got a no face radio. With the face of the radio come out. I had one of those. I had a system in my car too. I'm a high school dude with a system in the car. You said he wasn't jumped. He was surrounded. Yeah, he was surrounded. Hunter had his crew there though. He did have his crew there. He did have his crew, dog. He did. That's a whole fact. They had their whole crew there. But Carmelo, maybe he was scared about that because he had his whole crew there. But hey, man, if you're gonna talk the talk, you might as well just talk the talk. If they gonna jump you, that's gonna be what it be. I'm like, yo, all y'all punks, if y'all gonna jump me, all y'all punks. You know what I'm saying? All y'all punks, just like that, straight up and down. Yeah, I had a high top fade. They used to call me Kid from Kid and Play. They used to try to make fun of me, call me Redhead Kingpin, call me Kid from Kid and Play, because I was a light bright. But see, I wasn't studying all that. I had a car. You know what I'm saying? I had a car, and I should chill with my girl. That was about it. Yo, I didn't have a bunch of people in my car. Trouble and all that. I just hung with her. Went to the mall, stuff like that. Bought my Tommy Hilfiger. You couldn't tell me nothing when I go to the parties because my school used to have the best parties. I rolled up with a Tommy Hilfiger leather jacket on, yo, straight up. Tommy Hilfiger leather jacket, got the car, got the armor all on the tires. You know what I'm saying? Had the armor all on the tires. I had the armor all on the tires. I had the Benzie box. Had my keys. You used to have your keys. So everybody know you got a car and shit. I got my keys, got my Benzie box. Man, you couldn't tell me nothing. I had my system in my car, playing playing Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? Playing Children's Story. You know what I'm saying? Playing The Message by Grandmaster Flash. You couldn't tell me nothing. I had The Message bumping. Playing Summer Madness by Earth Went by the Cool in the Game. You couldn't tell me nothing, yo. I wasn't trying to hang around the boys, yo. Listen to children's story, yo. Slick Rick. Then listen to Dougie Fresh, yo. Yo, I even had a Sergio Tacchini suit. You couldn't tell me nothing. Yo, I was fly. Yo, I had a Sergio Tacchini suit. You know what I'm saying? With the white Air Force Ones, we used to call them Uptowns back in the day. We used to call them Uptowns. Had the white Air Force Ones with the Sergio Tacchini suit. Man, you couldn't tell me nothing, man. With the Yankee fitted on, you couldn't tell me nothing, yo. I didn't hang around dudes. I never had a lot of dudes in my car. Never. Only had one. And usually who was riding passenger was my girl at the time. That was it. That's why I stayed out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? And I lived in the hood. But back then, the neighborhood drug dealers, I knew them all. They made sure I didn't go in the street. They said, "You go in the house, young man. Go in the house." That's right. They told me to go in the house. They washed my car and everything. I never hung out like I used to hang in the bougie area because my girl was bougie. I hung in the bougie area. That's how I stayed out of trouble. You saying still can't tell you nothing. Not about that video. That's right. They used to call me Kid from Kid and Play. But then when I graduated, my senior, I had an afro. I had an afro my senior year, and then after I got out of school, I got locks. Yeah, I got locks. Yeah, man. I couldn't stand no trouble, man. I couldn't stand no trouble. No sub. Not trying to get in trouble. Played that Big Daddy Kane, the taste of chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Had that in the system, the taste of chocolate. What y'all know about that? Big Daddy Kane, the taste of chocolate. I had that Nas first album. I remember when that album came out too. We was all in the village. I was parked up. We was all in the village, man, at Washington Square Park. Everybody played that. We played that song until we played the whole thing straight through, yo. That Nas. Sometime you never know. If I'm in the Bronx, I play that Fat Joe. You gotta flow, Joe. You gotta flow, Joe. I used to go to the Bronx to watch the races, the street races at Hunts Point. That's the only time I kind of hung around. But I used to rock that 93 until infinity as well, yo. 93 until infinity. What y'all know about that? See, Carmelo was a little fly kid, yo. He was fly, yo. His parents bought him a Jeep. Then they bought him he had a Mercedes. He had what did he have? What did they buy him? A Lexus? I forget what they had. He had something foreign. Souls of Mischief, 93 till infinity. Yo, Carmelo was like a little fly kid, yo. He was fly, yo. I give him that. His parents, they had him dip, yo. He was dipped. It was no way he's supposed to get no bang out, yo. He had a $200 hoodie on, yo, chilling. $200 hoodie on, chilling. Had the sneakers on, chilling. That kid was fly, yo. That I give him. He was fly, fly, and had him a nice arm piece on top of it. Had him a nice arm piece, yo. That kid was fly, yo. And he was the captain of the football team. Dude was fly, yo. He threw it all away, right? He was fly. You mean the Fushnikins? Yeah, they were from Newark. The Fushnikins. Hosh. Yeah, the Fushnikins. I knew Wiggy. I knew Ziggy. The group Ziggy. They was part of the low pro. The low pro. I wasn't a low pro though. I knew some of the low pros. That gang. They called themselves the low pros. They all wore polo. I knew some of them because when I used to go to the clubs and stuff, they thought I was a part of them because I had polo on. I was kind of like a tag along, but I had polo, the polo boots. You had to wear polo. That was the thing, you know. And what's his name? You remember Clark Kent? Rest in peace to Clark Kent. Yo, I ain't out of everybody I know, Clark Kent had the most polo. It was Clark Kent. He was a sneaker guy too, but he also had nothing but polo. Clark Kent. Rest in peace to Clark Kent. Yo. I used to keep a job. You know what I'm saying? I used to keep a job, and my check went to gear. That was it. Save money. You know, had all the polo, the rugbies, everything. That's what we was on back in the day. We weren't trying to get in no trouble. Now, some of my friends did, but I don't understand that. I'm still the same way. I don't get in no trouble, man. I just try to chill. I'm too old for it. I'm an OG now. I'm past unk status. I'm an OG. I'm past unk status. Past that. I am an older, distinguished gentleman. And not all of us get in trouble. It's a choice to get in trouble. Getting in trouble is a choice. That's a choice you want to make. You want to make the fast money, you want to make it the hard way so you can sleep at night. You said you met Dana Dane when he came to Houston. Man, I remember being in the Muse. It was this club called the Muse and this other club called Home Base in New York City. I remember Dougie Fresh. I went to see Dougie Fresh. Um, Bobby Condas. He used to spin the reggae. Bobby Condas. He still spin reggae to this day. Buju Banton. He had yeah, I saw him perform. Shabba Ranks. I remember going to the tunnel, people getting robbed in the bathroom. It was crazy. The Get Fresh crew. I remember MC Shan. He used to rock this. He had a drop top BMW. Those are the days, yo. That was the glory days. You said hard. Now he's innocent Max. No, I put that in the title because people sitting up here saying that. It's crazy, and I'm making fun of him. Your own, own. Dougie Fresh, your own. You said Max, I helped Destiny Child get a record deal back in 96, 97. You crazy, Rich. You did? You said on God. Now you said on God, then okay. I see Big Daddy Kane coming out with a new album. Did I ever see Biggie live? Yeah. No, not on the streets. I saw him in concert at the Budweiser Superfest. back in '94. It was either '93 or '94. I think it was '93. It was at that famous line. He said, "Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at?" And then he said, "Where Tupac?" Then Tupac came out. That was at the Budweiser Superfest. Big Daddy Kane was the headliner. Promotional tour with Craig Mack. Yeah, Craig Mack at the end of his career, he joined a cult. That was crazy. Yeah, Craig Mack, flavor in your ear. I never forget when Biggie's song came out, "Who Shot You?" Man, that was an instant hit. "Who Shot You?" And then when Juicy came out, he said, "I'm black and ugly as ever, but I stay coochie down to the socks. Versace shades watching you." Biggie, that was a fly big dude, man. It was. You said, is it true that Carmelo filing complaints about assault in prison? I'm about to get on that next, Shannon. That'll be my next title. Man, people, man. That what they saying now, Shannon? That's crazy. Well, okay, see, we got Watching the World 777 in here now. Hey, Watching the World, we were just talking about making fun of the people that's sitting up here lying. That's why I got the title like that. You already explained in your video from your notes who was who in the tent. Do you realize they still don't believe you? And you were sitting up in court taking notes? All right, look, Carmelo was sitting there. Eddie moved next to him. Hunter was sitting in front of Carmelo. I knew all that from watching your video, and they still saying that's not the case. It's crazy. I know watching the world is crazy. When you headed to Egypt, did you leave already, or you about to roll out? I can't wait to see that footage. Oh, Sunday, okay. Well, I'll see you at the Luigi trial. I'll see you there. I'll be at the Luigi trial, and I don't know if I'm going to make Lil Durk's trial. I'm not sure yet. I think that's supposed to be in August. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But I'll see you at the Luigi trial for sure. Yeah, he already broke it down from his notes where everybody was, and they still saying everybody lying. It's crazy. He the one was in court, not us. Yeah, it don't even matter, Ryan. They just want to believe what they want to believe. And this lady is saying it with a straight face. That's crazy. You said makes you not even want to cover trials. No, it was just this trial, Watching the World, that this happened. I'd never seen it like this before, only with this trial, that people are lying. I don't know. It's strange. I don't know why people are making stuff up. It's strange, but they're doing it. It's almost like they're treating it like the Kanika Jenkins case. There's something new now. They're saying that the autopsy was leaked and that the twin was on all type of drugs. Now they're saying it was a drug deal going bad and Carmelo got set up. They said Carmelo got lined up, and that's why he had to fight his way out. Carmelo, I can promise you, he wasn't no drug dealer or nothing like that. His parents said he had 2 jobs and he was a good kid. That's the bottom line. He just made a bad decision, that's all. Yeah, everybody blaming Eddie. Eddie was sitting there. He was sitting there, but he didn't hit Carmelo. Nobody hit Carmelo. And I believe when the twin got stabbed, I believe he fell down the bleachers. That's what it looks like. Or he stumbled or something. Because they found him at the bottom of the bleachers. That's where they found him at, I believe. I'm never going to forget this case, though. There's certain cases that you cover, like the Nature Boy case. I'm never going to forget that. And I know what's her name is not going to forget it either because she covered it as well. Um, Neek at Night. Yeah, and people were scattering, right? And some people followed Carmelo to make sure he didn't get away. They weren't chasing him to catch him. They were chasing to make sure he didn't get away. And then he went up to the coach, like watching the World 777 said. He went to the coach, and the coach said, if he died, you just threw your life away. And that's when you saw Carmelo get upset. He was jumping up and down. He went to his knees. Everything Mel said, it checks out with his notes. Everything. Yeah, they don't believe, and they know you were there too, and they still don't believe it. And you know what's crazy, Mel? Those are the people that's getting the most views. The ones that are lying. If anything, you should got all the views because you were there and you had your notes, but people don't want to. Now I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be a big case when Luigi go to trial. That's gonna be a very big case, very, very, very big. That's gonna be very high profile because he has a lot of support. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be very high profile case. You said Max danced like the Kane dances, Scoop and Scrap Lover, Scoop Lover and Scrap Lover. Yeah, they still saying the video was edited. Now they're saying that there was content aware. Like, for example, content aware, like I can take a video of multiple people in the parking lot, right? And I can go to Adobe Premiere Pro and delete people out of the scene as if they're not there. They're saying that could have happened too. You said it's definitely plausible to you that people passing that garbage can touched it and it dropped. I don't know what the guy put in the garbage can. It appeared that he did put something in the garbage can, but it could have been anything. Or he could have just touched it and went back. I don't know. But anyway, you got to think about this. The jury saw what they saw, and the jury came back with the verdict. So we're not privy to everything the jury saw except for the people in court. Um, but the jury did kind of help him out a little bit. They didn't give him life. They gave him 35. He has the opportunity for parole. He'll be eligible after 17 and a half years. So if all checks out, if he make parole the first time, he'll be out in 17 and a half. Yeah, the jury made the decision, not the judge. They keep blaming the judge, but it was the jury. There was a case that happened here in Jersey where a kid was involved in a drive-by shooting. He didn't do the shooting, but the shooter got away. The shooter was in his car, but the shooter got away, and they still can't find the shooter, but he got locked up. He's doing I think he got I think he got 40 years. I'm not sure when he's eligible for parole, but the shooter is nowhere to be found. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I will be back later. I will catch you guys later. We'll discuss it further later, but give me a couple hours, I'll be home. All right, y'all. Good talking to you.